What's up everyone, this Sly Sonic fan here, and today I am here to count down my top 5 favorite 2020 movies to celebrate the new year. Now, we all know how 2020 has been. I don't think anyone has had a boring year, but it was an okay year for movies, so with that said, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is Gretel and Hansel, a horror movie based off of the classic fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. Now, I can't be the only one who used to be scared of that cautionary tale about meeting strangers. Making a full-length horror movie based off of that tale was a pretty cool idea, and it turned out pretty well. The performances are great, there was some disturbing imagery, and a few suspenseful scenes. However, I felt the pacing could have been better since the movie drags during the middle portion. So, yeah, it was a cool horror flick based off of an unsettling tale, and it comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge. It's very hard to mess up an animated Mortal Kombat movie, and thankfully the writers didn't screw it up. Now, there is some bias to this pick since Scorpion is my favorite Mortal Kombat character, and I'm a huge fan of the lore behind the series. This movie focuses on the perspective of Hansel Hasashi, otherwise known as Scorpion, before and during the events of Mortal Kombat 1. While the story of Scorpion's transformation was explained in the mainline games, we never saw the full thing play out. So the parts where this movie focuses on Hanzo is pretty awesome. The animation and fight scenes in this movie are also cool too, and the characters are written respectfully to their in-game counterparts. The only problem with this movie is the fact that whenever it's not focusing on Scorpion, it turns into a pretty basic retelling of the first Mortal Kombat tournament, and it's not too interesting. Anyways, this movie was fun to watch, and it comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Train to Busan 2 Peninsula. I'm gonna be honest, this was a pretty disappointing movie. Don't get me wrong, I was not expecting it to live up to its predecessor. I don't think any zombie movie will ever top that. However, this movie is the definition of mediocrity. The characters are boring and uninteresting, and the plot drags in the middle. So why is this movie number 3? Well, I was admittedly entertained. There's some cool action scenes every now and then, and the zombies are just as ruthless as ever. But narrative-wise, this movie is just boring, and I don't think I'll ever rewatch it unless for maybe a future review. I know I've been mostly negative, but I am just so disappointed by the sequel since it doesn't really compare to its predecessor at all. It's not a bad movie, I guess, but I was very underwhelmed by the end of it. That's why Train to Busan 2 Peninsula comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is Birds of Prey. This is probably the only big superhero movie that came out this year, and it was a blast. Harley is at her A game in this movie, and she's now easily my favorite depiction of the character. The other side characters I felt were pretty weak, but the main antagonists, Victor, Zsasz, and Black Mask, was so much fun to watch. The movie is shot and structured in a pretty stylistic and fun way that's not obnoxious like Suicide Squad, and seeing Harley Quinn become fully independent and prove that she can be her own person without the clown prince of crime was just so cool to see. However, like I said, most of the side characters are weak and the movie isn't all that focused and does switch around too much. It's still a fun superhero movie and it takes the number 2 spot. And coming in at number 1 is Sonic the Hedgehog. Are you honestly surprised? The pacing to this movie is great, the story is fun, the effects look really good, the performances, especially Jim Carrey's, are great. The only reason this movie didn't get a 5 out of 5 for me was because it wasn't anything that was objectively stunning or amazing. But it was still a lot of fun, and it's clear there was a lot of love and passion that went into it. And that's why it's my favorite movie of 2020. Also because I am completely biased because I'm a huge Sonic fan, but whatever. So yeah, that was my top 5 favorite movies of 2020. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of the few movies that were released this year, but these 5 were ones that I genuinely enjoyed for the most part. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, then please like and subscribe, and please let 2021 be better. Oh, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, everyone.